Well, hello and welcome again to MotorWeek 89. We're glad to have you with us. Early in the spring, we reported on the U.S. Treasury Department ruling that slapped imported two-door sport utility vehicles with a 25% tariff. That action came as no great surprise to importers, most of which were already preparing vehicles that are exempt from the regulation, four-door versions of their current sport utility models. As a result, there's a whole wave of four-door 4x4s coming to America. This Mitsubishi Montero is one of them. The four-door Montero shares its platform with the two-door model. But we found out that adding two extra doors is more than just a way to get around the tariff. A four-door sport utility vehicle opens the class to a different buyer. The addition of two more doors moves the Mitsubishi Montero into the family 4x4 market currently dominated by Jeep. Features like front and rear tow hooks and heavy-duty skid plates reflect the Montero's original purpose as reliable transportation in areas with unimproved roads. The new doors increase the Montero's wheelbase by over 13 inches, resulting in a smoother ride than our test vehicle's two-door sibling. And more wheelbase means more rear seat room. The Montero now boasts a large, spacious rear cabin with seats that adjust for rake. Our tallest staff members fit comfortably with room to spare. Our only complaint is the high floor, which forces you to sit with your knees higher than we'd like. Cargo space is also increased. The four-door Montero has 43.4 cubic feet of luggage space, over 21 cubic feet more than the two-door model. Fold the rear seat forward and it increases to 94.9 cubic feet, larger than a Jeep Cherokee. Swing around to the front and you find another big improvement. The Montero now has V6 power. The 3-liter power plant comes standard in the four-door Montero and is optional in the two-door. It produces 143 horsepower and 168 pound-feet of torque. Power reaches all four wheels by way of a part-time two-speed transfer case. While it cannot be shifted on the move, the transfer case does link up to a set of automatic locking front hubs. Together they make getting in and out of four-wheel drive a breeze. 143 horsepower means a 0 to 60 time of 13 seconds, and a quarter-mile dash that takes 19 seconds, ending at 70 miles per hour. The engine is noisier and rougher than we normally expect a V6 to be, but it exhibits the strong bottom-end performance that a 4x4 requires. Shift points in the 4-speed automatic transmission come up earlier than expected, reflecting the design's original off-road orientation. Handling is par for the 4x4 course. The high center of gravity demands careful driving, but front plow is light, and the Montero takes on a neutral, car-like feel as it swings through the corners. Side-to-side motion is vigorous, however. There's lots of body roll, and the heavily boosted power steering lacks feel. Emergency maneuvers bring this to the forefront. The Montero heels hard over, yet retains its grip. Yank your foot off the throttle, however, and the tail will break loose. It's worth noting at this point that such behavior is not unusual for this class of vehicle. People who buy 4x4s must remember that they are not cars and must be driven with an extra degree of caution. Back on the track, our Montero turns in an average braking distance of 135 feet with its front disc rear drum combination. Fade is minimal, but a soft pedal makes modulation difficult. An unsteady tail also adds some drama. Out on the highway, the Montero makes good use of its new long wheelbase ride. It also makes good use of its fuel. EPA mileage estimates for the four-door Montero are 17 city, 17 highway. We got a healthy 20 miles per gallon. While we're talking numbers, let's talk price. The four-door Montero has a base price of $17,099. Our LS grade test vehicle starts at $18,389 and comes to $20,098 with options. For that much money, you deserve a bit of luxury. The LS interior tries to deliver but falls short. Our staff didn't care for the tacky cloth seat coverings, which clash with the otherwise high-quality interior trim. Sound insulation is also lacking, as our 71 decibel reading will attest. The Montero's dash design is also getting a bit long in the tooth. Family wagon buyers want convenience and style that is lacking here. The heat controls and stereo are good examples. Both have clearly marked easy-to-use controls, but they are buried so low in the dash that you cannot easily use them while driving. But all is not lost. The Montero's gauges are clear and comprehensive. A separate pod houses some of the less often used ones, as well as an inclinometer, an instrument that clearly illustrates how deep the Montero's roots are planted in the off-road mud. The seats are quite firm and lack thigh support. The back support and bolstering are plentiful. Like previous Monteros, the driver's seat has an adjustable suspension for better off-road comfort. Overall, the four-door Montero offers all of the capabilities that today's road-bound 4x4 buyers expect in a vehicle, but some of the refinement that modern car owners demand is missing. Many buyers will probably stick with the dominant Jeep Cherokee. The premium Cherokee Limited costs several $1,000s more, but it has more power, a more luxurious interior, and a more refined feel. It offers optional anti-lock brakes, but has a smaller cargo space. The Isuzu Trooper 2 costs less. It has fewer horsepower as well. It offers a similar interior design, but lacks the Montero's spacious rear passenger cabin. Hits for our four-door Montero start with the convenience of 2 more doors. We also like its newfound luggage space. Other good features include the roomy passenger interior, torquey V6 engine, and better-than-average fuel mileage. Misses include the mushy brake feel and lack of steering feel. We were also disappointed with the high level of interior noise, dated dash design, and poor choice of seat fabrics. There's really little that you could consider wrong with the four-door Mitsubishi Montero. It does everything a four-wheel drive vehicle is expected to do, and does it fairly well at that. But as the 4x4 becomes a new replacement for the good old family station wagon, a vehicle originally designed for third world markets is going to find itself swimming against a tide of increasingly sophisticated competition. This will become especially evident in 1990 when Toyota, Nissan, and a host of other manufacturers introduced their own four-door 4x4s. So while we do like the four-door Mitsubishi Montero of today, we think that it will have to offer more than just extra doors to compete tomorrow.